So just as so usual, so before we begin the meditation, so just make sure that you relax yourself, and indeed it is an opportunity for you to find some relaxations. And we will be engaging in meditation practice, and which if we of all the different activities that we do in our lives, so if we think about it, this meditation practice that we do, probably we can say it is one of the most beneficial one. And if we ask ourselves why we can call this the meditation practice that we do is the most beneficial one, then the main reason is because it is the activities that we undertake which truly brings the peace and happiness, mentally as well as physically, and so therefore it is something that meditation is something which can result in this mental and physical happiness. So we can call it very beneficial one and a very wholesome or activities. Or, on the other hand, if the activity which we undertake or any action that we do which has the outcome of harming our mind or the well-being of our mind and the body, and so that is very we can call it destructive and something very unwholesome one. So it is also true that all any actions that we undertake in our lives, so there are all these actions are all intended to bring, or we hoped that they will bring some sort of the happiness, and to also to overcome the difficulty or some the unhappiness in the life. So that is, however, if we if we investigate, if we check the actual outcome, then it can be not always it doesn't accord with what we with our intentions. So sometimes our action will result in such that, let alone it actually the adding more happiness, but actually it destroy it the happiness, the joy that which we already got it, and also at the same time, instead of overcoming, so they would the result, our action will result in bringing more problems or more sufferings in our life. So really, what we are talking here is something we can understand by just giving a bit of thought on our actions, various actions that we undertake, and then it's the outcome of those actions. So as we think about this, then we can see we realize that how frustrating, how difficult it is to find the peace and the true peace and happiness or satisfaction that we are continuously looking in our perceiving in our life. And no matter what action, what we achieve, what we do, and then however at the end we find it very difficult. We're not satisfied with the outcome of our action in terms of securing peace and happiness and satisfaction in our life. So this is where then some people then would consider some alternative methods, such as the integrating meditation practice, and then they through that, which is meditation practice. So when we think about it, is quite very different from what all the other activities that we do, and so then when they find that by through integrating the meditation practice, then they find they're able to see more, find more peace and happiness, and able to prevent a lot of some unnecessary problem in their life. So in this way, what we are saying here is sometimes it is probably not enough for what we the various things that we normally do, activities that we do, this just for the the fact of that at the end that there is that they are not giving the answer to that what we are looking. So therefore here we are saying that we need to we should consider to learn and how the meditation can can benefit us also. So in nutshell, so the meditation practice is about like the safeguarding our mind, and then it's about enhancing the peace and happiness within ourselves, and also it is about developing more concentrations, and also it's about if our it is also about it's a means to overcome if there's a lot of if our mind is very distracted or very agitated, then to overcoming that and then letting the mind rest within ourselves and so forth.
That's on the test. Tell more the says to the apple, Shina, the Yapu. Says you are the imagine other says you go to the devil, the new mother says to the apple, she got that. Tell more lad, then I got you wait that to go to Cheshire and Mandaka and the other.
So in here, so we use the term, safeguarding or our mind, so or disciplining or controlling our mind. So what does that mean? So it doesn't necessarily mean that in order to achieve that, in order to do that, we have to adopt like some specific like physical postures, like sitting postures. So we have in the past we have discussed a lot about on this relating to this. So there's a lot more to that.
Right, that's what I call it. Then Session never no land, Session never no land, no, Jambaton, the Shijitas. Tonchen, baby, Sushi, dog it, Tata Tamuja, can just say the Abu cousin to ya. Session then, says to the Jamba to Shiji, then you rest. The Tonja tell them, baby, tennis, says the Sugares. Tang Charles Tamuja is Lodger tennis, and Halia, the mother, until Lodger the way, Hanadi, and the judge of shouting, and cause Yado Madaz, red or yes, I think, and
so in relating to the meaning of disciplining or controlling our mind, then there is a passage by the great Indian master Shantideva who said that that those who wish to achieve this the control of or wants to control their mind, then they should apply the mindfulness and alertness and make exert all the effort in this applying mindfulness and alertness, and then and so for this this master says that with my folded hand, I advise those who wish to achieve the control of mind to apply the mindfulness and alertness.
That's a kind of something to travel. Ludo Science, Minu Magic Pass. Didn't Tremasico. That's a kind of I said. Roger, Toya, Gondium, what's your partner? Gondium,
long hold.
To tell Latin, never knew I saw some tone of Venza. So Coloabo came a lap hangmada. Coloabo controlling endless shirt, Tangal, New Yard. Lading a Colomaga Jatuma Lade, Coloyabo can get double sound the lago. Coloyabo Kishwan, the pendant, all children you pen to change the Latte lago. Gagil, young and that. Charo, the typical Charo patchy young and the shape penny with this. Mal shape paying with the tip paying with this. It's a Coloyabo good, no, in Hakuza, Lodo Science. Lodo Science, Mino Magic people. Magic people, Tembas, the niche. They are Polomo. Mazo Kare, Roja, the Tojari, they Magic, Mino Magic people. Say Tembachella, the nation is a good take. Say Aposun the odds.
And we can study or find a lot about the meaning of like mindfulness and alertness in the Buddhist study study of mind, and also there are such like famous well-known texts like the Compendium of Knowledge, so where there's the very clear the explanation on this. So one good explanation, one very effective explanation is whereby where the mindfulness, which is in fact which is in Tibetan word for that is a temba, which is more like a memory or the remembrance. So and then so in this in the definition given in the meaning given in the scriptures, so where this memory or the remembrance is all concerning the practices which are relating to what to adopt, what to accept and what to reject, or in another word, things that we should do and things and those we should not do. So and this is where, so if we think about this, this is where the mindfulness is a state of mind which remembrance or keeping alive of all this, the instructions or the advices that of which concerning the what to accept and what to reject and so forth.
Temba Chijima, Nessu, Takorea, Madata, Madamudo, Justin Vershas, it Tajedroa. No, so Loja the Pat, Tojaniga, Majaba, Jembitre, Ziajan, Mado, Nos Roja, the Chevre, Mado, Toja Tishun, Romarva. Right, tell, don't the general. Shankar with Tabar, the Teshitashu, and the soon the Shasi. Teshi up there, Teshi up there, soon. chamba tene sang tone ha go diwa nga do nga do ma se shira che ye tane ka nyo so lo jo nyo so lo ja se do ko to je de ma je ba sen da nyo le sa da yong ge wa ye za de nge ne che gu diwa de se da de ma ha go so wa da shi shi se de ga se ne go se sha tong je la so so ba ta ni de ne le ba no nye ba nge sam ba chi la se da te ga ne de choro de te ko ya be la gre rong ge go se sha tong je la so so to bi ji de ne wa la le nye le ba no nye ba nge sam ba si la da la shi je sa da te pe ya pon du ga
So with the mindfulness or with the power of memory, then we would never forget all the important or the relevant advices, such as in particularly concerning such as like the ethical practice of what to the restraining from various harmful actions and so forth. So and this the practice of mindfulness and is particularly is very important for ordained persons to be, in order to safeguard all these vow, and to be from safeguarding from all the any downfalls, breaking the vows and so forth. So it's the application of mindfulness is so important, and and that's why even His Holiness Dalai Lama also quite often reminds people to never forget, to always remember to apply this practice of mindfulness and alertness. So which is true. Yeah. So particularly among you, there are many who are here who have taken all the different levels of the vow, like the Pratimoksha vows, Bodhisattva's vows, Tantric vows, all those vows. So you can understand it is the only way to really to maintain and to protect all these vows from any the downfalls or any is to applying the mindfulness and alertness. So which we have to. So if in a way that how there is no chance if we have if someone have a keep presence of all good this mindfulness practice, or in fact the very remembering of all the precepts and all the practices, what to do, not to do, then would not break the precept of any vow. So therefore it's very important. And then as to the meaning of alertness, so again that's also you find many the words, different terms used for alertness, like introspections or awareness. So whichever you use, but basically what that is with the alertness or the introspection is that part of our mind which has the ability to, or which discriminate all our the actions, like the action of body, speech, and mind, and then also be able to, through alertness, then will recognize whether our is there any like the fault or any fault or any like the positive or the negative the influence on with our actions. So with the alertness, so we are able to like detect or to be recognized.
Wrong goes a shark was a lebarang, the nebarang, the most shira, society, Tashi, Jenna, then the Nebai Badney, Moshit or Lebaim Moshit, that the shira. Then I don't get a go to a shark, get up a shark, carry in a unity, dead, Tombochi thought. Dragon do the Madu, she thought, then Lenny is about your voice, that she's the river. Matana, Mother, you want you later. Son of Tato, then as I shirat, she sees the third shirat. Jambi, when I go such a she was by Manova to the Tita Shirat, that I you can't live the thought. Yes, in the Hakon, say, pay upon the gossip shot, Tonjalo, so thought. So thought, Ling is sharp, thought, long is a thought, guardian the so thought, and the Pajan Rua, in there, thought, thought, Lenny, Lebat, the Yabang is a getting what else, thought that's you could do. It's a that day, getting on the kitchen was shattered, and it's a son of 10 to the happen the idea.
So the alertness or the introspection, so is a form of intelligent, or a wisdoms, and so therefore the applying these introspections, so means which would involve us to watch or to check our actions, always checking our actions, like whether that action be verbal or something physical or mental. So we which is supposed to be checking. So if we applying the alertness or the awareness, means we checking or examining those actions, and then as we examine, then we can through that the alertness, so we'll be able to recognize then what is fault and what is the something positive, something worth quality in our with respect to all our actions, and so therefore this is also the important in terms of our practice, or through mindfulness, then we are able to apply ourselves to the practice, and then at the same time, and if we apply the alertness, and we are able to recognize how through our actions, recognize in our actions whether there's any fault arise.
That's on that 10 in the kitchen was some to the Geshe Doga, tongue on the 10 young days, some of that or shoot either, go Jallet, Geshe about the tie, go Majab in the Tataran, the voice, some tet on the other.
So when we talk about this mindful and alertness, so of course is not only we need to apply this during the meditation period, to when we engage in a formal meditation. So we apply this, but at the same time, we also applied, even when we are in our everyday life, even when we are not formally engaged in meditations.
no, Jason, Jason, Mama, Magic. Tego had you done there and said, to drink you are. The 10 notion in a chamber and we are telling them is that they catch a mushere, that thing on it. Champion about Zeta, some death on reduce what a young man
so, as by the virtue of this applying mindfulness, then when in the meditations practice, so we will be able to focus, to sustain our mental focus on a given object, on a like a virtue objects. So this is mainly, if our mindfulness is alive, if it is present, then as long as it's there, then the mind would this focus on the virtual object will also sustain. So it's like if we will never lose, or never forget the objects. It's like there's the analogy of how someone who who's very hungry, so would always be remembering the food, always. If the thought of the food will be always there. So so likewise the mindfulness has such effect on retaining the meditation objects.
Pinjaga lava ten and the Alertness, one not the fortune chia. Well, Pama, Pinja, Gutoni. I Pinja the copper, Shumazo was and the Alertness color in the Marva. I'm not the Pinja lava check, Pinja by Shumbo, the color take a tray, I did things. Didn't know it,
so like just to tell this story of how Geshe said when he was in Varanasi. So when there was one a very young a boy, so who before he arrived there, so he was been very well looked after by his elder brothers, and however but when in the Varanasi, so his brother was not there, but he was missing his brother so much so that he always felt as if his brother is always as if like a holding his hand. Felt like that.
No good food,
Yeah.
That food was not very nice. He thinks that's brother hand, The brother very nice food to give there. He all remember that brother nice hand. It's called Shera Loni, the Shera Demonstration. Famayana, you got a Pinja, Pinja Genius, Pinja Dako China, Shizu, Pevari, and Pinja China, Casashera artist.
So before the boy was came to Varanasi, he used to be very very received a lot of affection, and also fed by even his spoiled by his elder brothers, or which was a bit like in our culture where the younger ones being looked after by the older brother. So he remembered, especially when he's hungry, he always misses his brother, elder brothers, and so you can say that boy so only left the Varanasi very soon.
I lot of time, I'll go on. They said, color telling, I don't feel laugh at shedding. And I some to that I got that Chambasa carriers that they go in the temperature, Majugura. Pena, the Teresa Town to one using in there. Much is yes, and they shall trouble Jesus and coffee and mother trading you are. You said, I think I'm in your. Did you say 다 땡게네 데 몽게네 생긴데 라 진리시 있어라 지금 아래 생기배 나가 있잖아 더 데려다 뒤고 때저 가셔가 때 저근데 생긴데 다 드레스에 진리시 얘네 대마야만 세 저거서 세 자네 얘네 대샤 잡아지 거저 자 대샤시 얘는 꽃이 뭐야 대땡게나시 성바 제타 메게나 드니 거서 다 손든도 가래 거자른도 미파든 제거래 젬비가 다 미파 얼라 와테도 대제거래 다
so just trying to explain the how we're supposed to hold the object or remember the object. So in the meditations, with the mindfulness, just as the little boy remembering the brother's hand, or sometimes you can also you think of how when someone who have a strong we really obsessed with some another persons, and then how that person can then find it, would always then kind of remembrings the person that you are attached to, and you find it very almost like it's become like inseparable from your thought. So it's that you are the object of your attachments. So it's so very forceful. It's almost like a spontaneously arising in your mind. So in a similar way, is saying that you have to where we have to we have to develop this kind of force of the mindfulness, so that we can retain the object of the meditation, or our focus on the object in the meditation practice.
tomorrow no jigi or nega de shara shing the shiji nega mena use nega and tagaru jatini general there's a chamba sad chamba $10 cheba chimbo yasung.
Yeah, and so the object, when we are meditating, so the object should be retained with the by the mindfulness, very continuously, and however, then it says that every now and then you should apply what we call as this alertness or the awareness. So through which you check whether the mind is really focusing you're on the object or not, and it says that by doing this, by the time to time application of this alertness, it says that it will help to one to bring the clarity in one's mindfulness, and also as well as the stability of the mindfulness.
mi pare stage ne pare shara mal stage ne vijse te ta lo no zoto inanda ngeto inanda lo shara il juba te jaje ja ma chi do ne no le apo ne ba che ra no je nge ta she da cho te ji se o ge le da pa le apo ne ko lo do ya po ji ki ra te so son go jana phen de ma jan de te sel son ji tong son to se te go ja le pa na ya po chi a chi Casara, that's on Teton, some Tetons in Digit, Lodaba, Jaja Dotoma Shroyer, Roba Quality, no Yabo, never take one yet. Yes, on the Matoaje, Union Corolapa, Sunset, Yella, Yell Marshall, that's it, then they are read, then they are read, the Legion, Kamakashi, then that's them.
Okay. So we will do just a few minutes breathing meditations, and so for the meditation, so you make initially first you make sure you feel comfortable with and feel relaxation of your body, and then also we normally. It's also important to check one's, focus one's attention to one's mind and see, especially check the motivations of one's, while you are doing meditation practice. And then in that motivation, I mean, sometimes if you have more time, then to give a bit of thought on the benefit of the meditation practice. Really, it's you have to see there is a real benefit. There's really advantages of meditation practice. Whereas if you do not practice meditation, it is there's a disadvantage. It's a disadvantage for you. So it's good to if you have a time, something to think on, reflect on this, and then after you have cultivated a right motivations, then you trying to get rid of or trying to overcome all the outgoing thoughts, or which is to say, to preventing any like external distractions, like in the one's mind. So you have to get rid of all those distractions, and so to let the mind, so that your mind will be fully abiding or rest within yourself, and then having done that, once the mind's rest or fully brought in within yourself, and then at that point, then you begin this the meditation of whereby you direct the mental attention just on the breath, incoming and outgoing breath, and making sure that there's no distraction by any other objects. So we begin this meditation now, please. Okay, it's a beautiful opportunity for questioning and answer, so please raise your hand if you have any question. Yes, please.
Sometimes when I'm staying with something or with something, it's all going good and something like that. And then I sort of really new to sort of come down because we've got microphones or that, or a message that pop up from the news organisation or something. And I'm having me today, and it's like really horrific, something like, well, that's not nice. And I found myself worrying about that. Instead of being able to get back to what I was concentrating, just tried some tricks and then taking the tricks. My meditation tried, so I still get my foot back to that atrocity. I could get back to what I was saying.
So what's the question?
So I'm sort of saying, is there a method? What's a good flip to sort of stop that? It does happen.
Stop the being distracted by various like the phones or whatever, all that. the Quran the Kabada the Dual Nizushin that in the Mangoshin that J same me will net home in those wrong. The me will think I should have to watch it. She should not detain with those. So Chikaba get yeah, that was that kind of short. No, that the college the college mail solo so. 내가 가르치거나 쌤 거미 같은 거 다가랑 내가 가르치고 그래서
아제 당고 띵에 내가 공부해도 지로 내가 공부해도 되래 생기 답을라이 뭐 까마치 이제 가지 앞에 내가 더 되네 반도 친도 되래 내가 될 야너 그러면서 세네가 더더도 그래
so you have to maybe have to take your state of your the concentration to the next level, because like initially, our level of our concentration could be only last for maybe a minute or even few seconds, and so in order to be able to stay there longer without losing that concentration, whatever the other cause. So we have to do more meditation and have to increase. Related to your question or not?
Many Gaba Gasset Zelja and Douglas, Gaba and Chill, Gonjin, Takiting moves, Temosha, Amazon Pets, and the fellow Yapper, young Deshas. That in the rest is
so the question is, how we can make a progress, and so if we are not careful, then we can always fall into some sort of very bad habits where we might be doing meditation, but then it's easily get distracted, and then we're trying to force ourselves to get back to the meditation. Then it again happens. So we no matter how long we do, how many times we do that, we always fall into that same bad habits and doesn't make any progress. So therefore, there is which many of you have already heard. So like the one advice that the great Lama Tsongkhapa and gave, and also many meditators gave, is especially for the beginner, is good to make the duration of the session shorter, but you make a more the numbers of the meditations, shorter durations. So therefore, initially, when you, if you are able to stay on your object meditation for say 2 or 3 minutes, then after that, if you can't do it, maybe it might be better to take a break, rather than immediately getting back to the meditation. You take a break, and whether that break time could be something to relax yourself, just to make you comfortable, and then get back into that, and then see you can do, instead of 3 minutes, you could extend 4 minutes and no.
So ye catch ye the poor Yaputana, Chada or a min told than Anjo Codana, Sherate or trial Marie, so chill artist. The ye the Abu, there's something, he never Mashiba.
So, as you know, the meditation is about developing our mental state, and state of concentrations, our mental concentrations. So therefore, it says that if our mental state of concentration is reached to a certain very high level, then even if there's a lot of noises going outside, or even there is a lot of objects, visual objects, in front of you, but however, when our mental consciousness is very fixed on the object, you don't notice those objects, you don't hear the sound. So when you reach to that level, So depending on your level of your mental concentrations. So sometimes if your concentration is good enough, even if there's a sound there, you might have just a vague memory, but it is not. You don't hear enough of the sound to lose your object and to actually to recognize what is that sound, what is the content, where that sound is. No.
Papa charge with nigga dran yeshi. Tungene kaise tungene tunere sengdua. Ye then Papa charge with dran yeshi chela. Ye the hacho chabang at Jimmy Nika Tella, dran yeshi dantina tenda tenda dering a shin that one, but the petty java. Tungene tunere sengdua. Kashing in a thing, dembong in a singing, I'm moving to that.
So as we were saying before, how if our mind is very concentration is strongly fixed on the objects, then all the other sense consciousness, such as our hearing, loses their power to the point that even when our mind is fixed.
Many. Many powers
Long. So you won't be able to actually to recognize what is that sound is, when our mental consciousness or mental concentration is fixed on that. So you won't be able to later on, even you won't be able to recollect to whatever the sound noise that was happened outside. You won't be able to recollect that. Yeah.
Is
it given enough answer to your question, or?
The meditation they tell others.
No.
He up matter, he then ocean
No. You're gone, so.
When I'm working or doing something else, or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
it's when I'm working with someone and then the distraction comes in and then because I start worrying about what that is.
Yeah.
What's happening over there.
Gom tamaima namjul tachin lega shinda chinsa ba sem te tumdo. Gom jaya chigo maima namjul lega de chigo ro da. Lega chinsa mo khol lega khali chigo ndelo sem ma te ma chian duala sakse se pa sho ju do sa.
Te sho do nge ta meditate ko this data.
No.
Mate ba te ba she de likali sa nge ko chen this data.
No.
Sen do te nge ta ba la likali sa ko chen this. Lika ka pa ba la sen man ne ro mu da.
No.
Sen man ne de nge ta ba le nge ne sen ne de nge de ta ba she de likali ko ya pattern this data nge.
That's Geshe said. That's what he's been saying in his talk, in this meditation talk, where the benefit of the meditation practice also goes extend to the outside of the meditation practice. So if you do make a good progress in meditation, so it will benefit on the in your everyday life, such as to be able to. If you have an increased state of concentration, which you achieve through meditation, then you can use that at work and so forth. So how one of the goal of the meditation practice is to be able to have a bit of gain a control over the mind, so that you can it is in your hand to wherever you want your mind to concentrate. So if you have that kind of ability to direct your mind whichever direction you want it, and then you can use that same ability to any other things that you do in work here.
Very easy, you live very easy, you contact mind very easy. No meditation, contact mind hard, go there. Yeah, you meditation or have lots of you do meditation, mind go, you just bring there. Very easy. You know this meditation, mind going there. No, I see and I contact mind, no understand, mind inside, whenever no understand, just mind go. I mind forces. Really, that's all mind force. Yeah, really, that's all. My mind. Contact, that contact very hard. Some people say all time mind. Release that. Some people, but sometimes the family mind pushes my mind. Release that. Lots of people. You need that. You need that. You need that. Yeah. Whole jaw top. Bigger city, very bigger city. That's all pushed. Some family completely pushed. That I do it very, very hard. Many years going. That's slow. Then come here. Very hard. Yes. Nothing. Mind content, nothing. All our thing outside, all thing quality thing.
People who outside experience like a bully or some, lot of
the other outside
others.
Some people say, meditation not my time. I say, you have in the movie, you have on people going 2 times, 3 times, have there. Yeah, I say, all do and direct, all direct, on week direct, today you direct, do in meditation there on money anything, how much, on money, 5 minutes, very good. And the money goes very, very good. The money, 5 minutes you just do meditation. Some people say, the job is much better. There is spirit there. There got a new thing last year. The better. I call there's some Thomas around. I do tell the judge, the California, the shit can be jumbo chambosilla, children, Tibet, Rane, then almost at home, Singapore River. I don't tell shit to much about noises. Your Pejan Korea. Should do chambo, jumbo, you can shoot the chambosella, Mamma, the rear driving, you go marry. You go marry only drive, then. Younger should do the chambo, Mamma to Torah. Better, there's a pay up for you. Telling other college and Madu, Sunday, you just married.
So need to make a consistent effort to see some a gradual progress. So like in the scripture there's a use of analogy of if there is a very large tree which has the produces some sort of like a taste of very sour, and in order to change the taste of that whole tree into something sweet, so if you add some sort of like something sweetened things, a drop, and then if you expect the whole thing to be the taste to be changed, it's impossible. Maybe if you keep putting the drop for a long period of time, maybe there's some chance.
Yeah, that's on the stage. Other color come long moving on the chain. Sim cover young, no iten ngeneta kanga shalo chocho shalo sen no yung utero ngado dead dru dunga seta chewi aita da sen no yung uton da dead dunga sen ta tashiba yung de de no ta no gendis ta shalo no gendis ta gote te jas macheba jas ne ya fu ya ga te sen da la mayona shimale abu yung gore kale kale
so just that the analogy that we just used here is actually come from a very classical text by a great Indian Pandit, and in fact, so there is a lot of it has a lot of meaning where, what we may be perhaps expecting some changes, like where how if we think of our own, view of our own happiness, what we believe as happiness, and how we for a long period of time, and almost like at all the times, our focus, our view of the happiness or everything is based more on the external distractions, and there is no hardly any idea about this glimpse of this, what's the peace and happiness that is lying within us. There's no experience, let alone the experience, and so therefore something's completely based on that, or to a little bit of effort to expect to experience that is a bit unrealistic. And so however we should not give up. Geshe Doga said we should keep continuing on a regular basis, and hopefully if you don't achieve anything solid result in this life, hopefully in future life implant some seed.
Future life on no life, future life lots of this life just on 80 years, 90 years, not really sure,
No.
90 years ago, 50 years, 90 years ago, that's left. 40 years left, you make 50 years old, maybe. Huh? Thinking, really thinking, good, really thinking. I'm not thinking there. Just all grasping. No happy. You're thinking. Relax. I said, really, you relax. That's enough. Enough. That's relax. No. Too much grasping. That's enough. You thinking. Body health, 40, all doing anything enough. You know today, very easy to know today.
No.
You know today, not.
You haven't got children? Have you? One
easy. One easy. My younger sister, I know children. My younger sister, 9 children.
9 children. Geshe Doga's youngest sister's got 9 children.
On there, coffee shop there. Coffee shop, Kazan.
He works for the Cafe Bliss, He was one of her child.
7 left.
Yeah.
I come sister maybe 9 years old, I don't know. I 70 years. Maybe my sister, bigger sister, maybe 20, I don't know, 20. Younger sister, maybe 9 years old. Really? No government, no help. Really? Yeah, it's very easy. All government, lots of pain. Government, very in kindness. Australia, government, really helpful. Lots of local there, really. Some sit at anything there, pay money. Younger people all sit at it, all pay money, all cheaper room, anything give that. Really, government. Really, forget your my Australia, very kindness government. They no lose our hand. I think worry. maybe in Australia, very, very good government, good looking people. I think of the liver I worry, maybe that lose, I'm not sure. How long I think there Australia people handle, everybody, no lose that one. And I think no less. I thought that's a few years. I say, I do doesn't matter. I don't feel kind of good or bad. I'm the life gone. Your children, your life is important. Important. I say choose good choose letter. I say good choose letter. Letter no wrong. Wrong letter no you no choose. I say really I see it. Really, I see, really. So later, yeah. I don't know. I talk very hard. So later, I don't know. That's it. Keep that. That's it. They worry. They let us worry. What doing? Australia people, what happened? They worry. They
leaders, yes.
Leaders. No worry. He sits. Maybe lose that worry. He said to lose the crying. He saying some people cry. Australia very difficult. He no cry. Lost homeless, all the sick people. He say he no cry. He said to lose. He cry. Cry very.
The leader when they lose their seat, they cry, but they don't. They don't cry when they see all the homeless and problem in the
all the people sick. No, that's how going happy going. He sit loose. He crying. Then there, really nothing. He said, look at that. No, look at that. No compassion, no loving kindness. Need all let us love kindness. Wholeness, maybe ladies better than ladies.
Women.
Yeah, release wholeness. Ladies mind much better. Release wholeness now. Release maybe here. Ladies much better. Mind much good. Ladies mind very soft. Live in kindness. Ladies better. That's cavallos. You know what? No happy, not very happy. I say you know not happy. That's enough.
It's a lucky country.
Yeah.
And God.
That I very happy. They do that. I think that I very happy. I think that really I very good. That thing I said everybody in there, but that's enough. That's enough. Harmony, good harmony. Good harmony. Harmony lose. I said happiness lose. Yourself or friend into permanent no harmony and permanent happiness lose. Permanent good harmony. Maybe your sisters there, your happy make you happy. Your brothers make you happy. Your father make you happy, your mother make you happy. Maybe nieces you happy, nephews make you happy. No harmony, maybe your sister no your harm. Make it unhappy, make it. Maybe that on the family side, social brother side, make it that good harmony, anything in what I do, beneficial. Important that I said need good mind, everybody said good mind, good quality mind. I help any people, I no harm. I doing that. I never harm. I help. You understand? I say you get up time. I said you what I do today. Today I do help other people, no harm other people. You get up time, you think there. Very good feeling. In daytime much, but I do I no harm, no help, maybe somebody help you. Yeah, that's the teacher.
Thank you
very much.